What's up, Keldeo? It's your boy Marvin, bringing you back another Pickems. Where if I don't get Pickems done in 15 minutes, I know I'll buy everyone a cupcake. Yep, that's right. If I don't get this done in 15 minutes, I'll get you a cupcake, and that goes for anyone in the division. So originally I was supposed to have Mackie with me. Unfortunately, our times just did not line up at all, due to I having work and then being Black Friday retail and everything between. So Mackie will be here in spirit as I get through, and there's a lot to get through because Keldeo is just such a lovely division that they made changes last minute, so I had to redo everything. So thank you for that. Anyway, rant aside, let's go to the first battle. Our first battle, if I can just get there, is Bandito versus Derpster. A very interesting battle. So the changes that Bandito did, he said, and quote, "I'm going to make changes so I can beat Derpster." So Derpster, be scared. So their new team consists of 4 new members. Mimikyu, which I was thinking of getting myself. Kamala, the cute Australian koala. Terra Frostmoth with Ice, Fairy, and Steel. And then finally, Terra Magmaton with Fire, Ground, and Electric. It's a very interesting team. How does it stack up against Derpster? Honestly, Bandito finally has hazard control. We did it, boys. We bullied Bandito enough to get hazards. Let's go! And it's a rapid spinner as well. So, you know what? Extra points for that. Looking at the team, just general vibe, I think Darkrai might have a little bit of a harder time here just because of what they has to fight against. You know, Gudra can probably shrug off decent hits. Same with Tingaloo, as well as an unburdened Sneasler could also ruin its day. For same with Frostmoth. Frostmoth's ability, I believe it's Ice Scales, where it takes less damage from special attacks. So, and Mimikyu always being able to take 1 free attack. You know, Darkrai's going to have a very hard matchup here. Looking at every other Pokemon here, I think Infernape could probably come, but it has to be very careful of the Kilowattrel and Manaphy. Cyclozard isn't the worst Pokemon here. It doesn't have too bad of a matchup. I think Lendo definitely will come for some cheeky Intimidates, which will also be nice. Same with the Electrode for more speed. Though it does have to be very wary of Skeldurge. We could see a return of Soak Bellybolt even. That could be a cool little strat, but overall, I think I'm going to have to give it to Bandito. I think his team is not only so much better, but on paper is looking much stronger to try and fight this team. You know, with rapid spins, I think Kamala does get Brick Break, so screens are also no issues as well. Yeah, no, I'm going to give this one to Bandito. Derpster, you've proven me wrong many times before. Can you do it again? We'll find out. Our next matchup is Ditto versus Aran. A very intense this. So far, Ditto has beaten myself and Mingo, and is just on a winning streak at the moment. Can they continue their winning streak? Honestly, looking at this team, I'm gonna give it to Ditto. I think Screens Volcarona is such a powerful core, or Screens Roaring Moon, and Roaring Moon isn't a bad mashup here. Like, yes, you can be like, oh, but there's an ice type. Oh, well, guess what? Your ice type doesn't matter because speed boost Ironhead will outspeed before Veil even can go up. So get wrecked, nerd. Also, Corviknight can, I believe, defog works on Veil, so you can just you can easily just defog it away. What are you gonna do? Go into your ice type? Guess what? It's a steel type. Armourouge, I think, will definitely come in. Same with Great Tusk, most likely. I think they're gonna the best thing to try and plan around is shutting down a few particular Pokemon, which they can do with their rock type. But I think it would definitely be an interesting battle. But my money's on Ditto, just because Ditto keeps kicking my butt. Up next, we have Brooks versus Airguard. Both of them have made some changes. On Brooks' team, they now have Terra. They traded Gliscor for Dugtrio, which was a crazy trade. Getting Gliscor on Brooks' team and giving Ninja Dugtrio. That was wild. Was not expecting that. Ninetales is now the Terra Captain of Grass, Ground, and Fire. They have a Ditto, screw Ditto, and finally they have Mingo's worst nightmare, a Diglett. We love some Diglett. Diglett. On Eagle's team, they have a newly acquired Cleavor, a Dunsparce, a Terra Piloswine with Ground Electric Fairy, and finally the Ogerpon. I swear this Ogerpon water has been tossed around like a bad tissue. It just, everyone gets it. You know, it's nothing but a cold. Will this Ogerpon do work on Eagle's team? Most likely. Is it another water type to the already endless water type team? Yes. But this time it's up against a sun team, so it actually might not do too bad. Yes, Drought is a pain in the butt. But you know, you do have thick fat Marrow to get around it. Let's go, Marrow! We could see the return of Marrow, which I really do want to see. I want to see that boy come back. I think Egger's biggest worry would definitely always be the Iron Val, the Ogerpon, and then finally the Gliscor. I think those are three going to be the biggest threats. It's interesting, Books for some reason just doesn't decide to bring Iron Val like every week. The perfect chance for Iron Val to showcase. Books is like, nah, let me just go Power Whip Victory Belt. But guess what? Problem with Power Whip, it misses. If you're using an 80% move, you deserve, you're gonna get missed. Like, come on. Have you never heard of 100% accuracy? Come on, let's what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Was that a slight dig at this week's battle? Yes. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's actually quite depressing to watch. Please, if you are going to watch it, maybe have some tissues, because there's a lot of sadness around. Jokes aside, I think Egger does have a very bad matchup. I think Brooks probably has a slightly better matchup in this. There's pillars where I get thick fat. I actually don't remember. Will I check? No. Where am I gonna fact check here? We don't fact check around here. I think Brooks does have to be worried though about the bundle Pult duo. On top of now Cleavor being able to because Rocks is gonna hurt that entire. I'm looking at a team and it's not gonna like any type of Rocks. It does have a great hazard setter now, but does Egger have any hazard removal? I have no idea actually. What gets defog here? I'm not sure either. I don't think he does. So you know what? Hazard actually looked really good. Egger's a new Bandito, confirmed. You can tell me in the comments if I'm completely wrong with the hazard thing. I probably am. Oh no, I think Cleavor gets defog. Never mind, I am wrong. Never mind, you're not the new Bandito. You're fine. Other than that, I want to see Diglett. I want to see Ferret. That's all I want to see in this battle. And I want to see Marrow to come. That's my prediction. Brooks, I'm probably going to give it to you. I think you do have the stronger matchup, but Egger could surprise everyone. Up next, we have Ninja versus Vortex. Ninja now has the newly acquired Dog Trio. Vortex's team is always just scary as always. I think, so far, if I had to pick a team, I'm picking Vortex's. Vortex every week has just surprised me with the sets they bring. Very scary sets each time. I think Ninja finally can actually bring their little rock type dude, Carping. I think Carping doesn't do too bad here with screens, as well as it does pressure the bull a little bit, just because Terra Water, that thing doesn't want to stay in on a Terra Water Terra Blast, as well as its massive defenses. It's gonna hurt. On the flip side, we might actually get to see a little bit more Decidueye action, or even Bravery as well. Both of them could be a very good, useful pick for this. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with Vortex. I think Vortex definitely has the team to do it, but Ninja could surprise me. Ninja could finally get the win that they're so after, and I believe that they can, but I think Vortex has the stronger team in this at this point in time. As I skip the song to something a little bit more, upbeat, a little bit more hyped up. Okay, next up we have myself versus Dewey. Pretty much, I added some new Pokemon as well. I got rid of Good Ninja because it pissed me off. If you saw my replay, or if you watched the video, which comes out, actually the video comes out tomorrow, so you won't have to watch the video. But let's just say, watch the video. It explains everything why I'm pissed off with Good Ninja. And then we also got rid of Okidogi, which was probably the hardest thing to get rid of. I really like that Pokemon, but I decided to grab in Urshifu Water, Grafai, and then the Young Mega. Three very fun Pokemon. My speed tiers are now very close together. Probably much more close together now. The only issue is I have nothing faster than I think 111 is my fastest, which is fine. The reason I say this matchup doesn't really matter too much is we're doing a Muffin meme battle. If you don't know what Muffin meme battle is, pretty much Dewey will pick 6 Pokemon of mine. I will pick 6 Pokemon of Dewey's. And then we both have to battle, but using moves from our useless section. For example, they could pick, I don't know, I clicked the wrong button. They could pick Screamtail, and in my useless section, I have Growl. I could use a Growl set or something like that, or I could pick Ariados for them, things like that. Either way, it has to be from the useless section, which just makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun. But they pick my 6, I pick their 6. I have an idea of what 6 I want them to pick. And with this new team, I think whatever 6 they pick for me, I'll be fine. My guess, if they had to pick 6 Pokemon, my guess is probably going to be Cramorant, Spiritomb, Rotom, Frost, Mega would be the 4, and then probably go 5. Those would be 5 they probably bring if they really want to be mean. If they really want to be mean, that's the 5 they're picking for me, and leaving all these other peeps out. But other than that, I think if mean battle, who really cares who wins? It's going to be entertaining either way. Final matchup, I believe, is this our, I think this is our final matchup. I'll figure it out once I click over. But it's Momo versus Mingo. Mingo changed their team. Instead of Tornadoes, they now have the angry chicken, electric chicken. To then, oh, yep. Okay, so I was right. It was the last matchup. Okay, so Mingo's very much on a downhill slope at the moment. If you really want to talk about sadness, watch their last game. It is nothing but tears. I have never seen someone get so badly hacked out in my life. The Mingo's game is the definition of Pokemon will never be a true competitive game because it sucks. That's what Mingo's battle. If you want to watch something that shows why Pokemon will never become the big league, like, I don't know, CSGO in the esport realm, Mingo's battle proves why. But looking at this matchup, I think Momo definitely gonna have to change their strat. So far, Momo has bought a scarf in every single week, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's definitely gonna change. I'm actually interested to see what will aspire from this battle itself. Maybe something interesting. Who knows? If I had to put my money on it, I'm gonna go Momo. I'm gonna go my boy Momo because I feel like every time I go Mingo, Mingo loses. So we're gonna see if that is true. My boy Momo, you got this. Can you do it? Can you get another fantastic win? Because I believe on the ladder, Momo is... I think Momo's first after getting, I think, a 5-0 win. I could be getting it wrong because let's be honest, what else is new with Muffin? But that will be all the battles for this week. Guess what? We did under 15 minutes, so I don't owe anyone a cupcake and say you owe me a cupcake. But if you don't want to give me a cupcake, maybe let me like down below. Comment who do you think will win for each week? Did I get something right? Did I get something wrong? Realistically, I don't really care. I will still respond to your comments either way. And please don't forget to subscribe because we're coming up to the big 50. Then we get to 100, and once we get to 100, I'll start a podcast. I'll start a podcast with Mingo. Who knows? I'm absolutely insane. This has been Muffin signing out. Bye.